Howdy, I'm Kodiak Bricks, and I make stuff. Today, I'll be doing a speedrun. Not quite a speedrun in the traditional sense of the term, but, well, we'll get into it. Ghost Recon Wildlands is a video game. Like many other video games, it has an intended way of being played. You can blow up enemy installations, enemy bases, convoys, helicopters, sports cars. Actually, there's a lot of just blowing stuff up in this game. But the usual idea is you find an objective, land, make everything stop moving, grab the goods, then run. Ghosts performing recon, if you will. Now, the map is, to put it lightly, huge. Nearly 22 kilometers by 21 kilometers. This vast expanse, based on Bolivia, creates a lot of interesting biomes for the developers to put into the game, including snowy mountains, open salt flats, swamps, and dense pine forests. I don't think Bolivia has this diverse of a biome set. Actually, wait, I can check. Hey, sorry,
No worries, just playing phone tag there for a second.
No worries. Could you buy me a plane ticket to Bolivia?
I would love for you to go to Bolivia if you want to go to Bolivia.
Howdy again, everyone.
We're here to fuck another run in the ass.
Sorry, enjoying lasagna.
I wonder, what is the heaviest loadout you could set? Can you equip Carl Gustavs?
I mean... Oh yeah, I forgot about my googly eye gear. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh man, I thought I had set a heavy loadout, but I guess not. Because we can do...
Here's one thing it is. Gustavs are single use, right?
Correct, but they don't have them in this game.
But they don't. Are there any single use rocket launchers in this game?
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah, it was actually the second game that came out with... Let's do black. Everything looks good in black. Tech, we'll do a heavy IBA. Tech C, also in black. Making shoes are good. Eyewear is fine. Actually.
Maybe Fusen will bless this run for you.
Maybe. You know what? Yeah, we'll do the...
I'm gonna laugh if somehow you get sub 50 this run.
It's not gonna happen, but I appreciate the vote of confidence.
No, the googly eyes.
Yeah, there's our dock helmet,
Yeah.
which easily weighs a lot. Oh yeah, our boys in blue.
Okay. Something that I was reminded when we were talking about lasagna, you said store-bought. Did you know that Olive Garden, their lasagna is store-bought as well?
That doesn't surprise me.
Comes straight from the Stouffer's factory in Springville. Trust me, you don't want that fucking lasagna.
All right, I think that is.
I wonder how many times
About
Olive Garden freezes and reheats that lasagna too.
I believe it. All right, as peak as this is, I kind of want to keep with my.
Oh.
I know, I'm no fun. My rolled up sleeve action. That being said, let's just jump right into it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, gamer. Little gamer move of you.
Thank you for everyone who's stuck through this, because goddamn.
Little pog champs.
I've been playing with the idea, because obviously, like, when streamers get or YouTubers get big, they start referring to or it occasionally comes across that they refer to the fan base as something.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking, like, if I ever reach the dizzying heights of, you know, fame, which, no thank you.
The soul-crushing anxiety that comes with it.
Indeed. If I ever get that far, I think I'm just going to unironically call all of my followers Cubs.
I mean, it works.
It does. Also, if you know anything about the furry fandom, it's just unfortunate.
You're scaring me, Dave.
A little bit.
You know what I think's funny?
Huh.
Based on our bet, either game that we play is very anthropomorphic based.
Yep.
On one hand, you've got Snoopy versus the Red Baron. It was all about a dog, a little bird that follows Snoopy around, the yellow one. I can never remember his fucking name.
Good day.
No, Fusin. There's not an Italian grandma. Sorry, I just read a text that invoked a bit of rage in me. There's not an Italian grandma making lasagna in every single Olive Garden. In fact, it is just a Stouffer's man.
Oh, that Fusi up to his crazy antics.
My wife just texted me. A small favor, small as an SMOL, favor, my fedora tipper, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. The rage that had ignited in my eyes was it being called a fedora tipper. Not only bad enough that she has to call me her manslave on stream, but you know, hey, whatever. Then second text, on your way home, the Ormsmiths has mochi, the non-ice cream type. I know they do because I've seen it. Could you perhaps, for a sniff?
I don't know what to do with that information.
So I'm responding. I read that on stream, FYI, and yes, for a sniff, milady. You think I can find a fedora gif?
I think you would struggle to not find a fedora gif. Or you could just send her Anonymous's eternal tipping, that is my fedora gif, in the form of an entire video.
Alrighty. Yep, found one.
Are you familiar with Anonymous?
Thank you, Fusin. I did tip that fedora. Anonymous, Probably, but I don't remember because it's been a long time since I've looked anything into the whole fedora tipping thing.
So it's
So I just probably don't remember this point.
less specifically in the fedora tipping thing. I assume
The one that everyone knows?
No, Anonymous is the name of their channel.
Yeah.
And they produce SFMs where they usually just take some weird audio from something and like make an animation out of it.
Yeah.
So like one of the more famous ones is the Thomas the Tank Engine one.
Yeah.
Specifically mixed with what was it? Six Peaks or Six Flags We Like to Party.
Yeah.
Where Scout and Heavy drive up
Yo, we got
next to
Unidad
Thomas the
approaching.
Tank Engine. Oh, that's Unidad. Drive up next to Thomas, they start singing, and then it gets into the bass boosted Thomas the Tank Engine theme.
We're good to go. Shit, we've got company.
More
Eyes on
fucking
a cartel
Unidad.
lieutenant, close to the camp entrance.
That is fan-fucking-tastic.
You know, because I know how you are with springtime and everything. I got my wife a fucking... Ironically, like, of all the air adjustment machines, we have, like, one of, like, everything.
Sure.
A humidifier, dehumidifier, we have an air purifier as well.
I put a humidifier and a dehumidifier in the same room and let them fight it out.
No, usually what we'll do is during...
All
Depending
good, all
on
good.
how humid it is, depends on which we use.
Sure.
Generally with the swamp cooler, the house gets very humid very quickly.
Right.
So dehumidifiers run around the clock, right? But if we don't have the swamp cooler running, it's very humid, dehumidifier. But we always have the air filter running in our bedroom. And there's, like, the best part about it is, like, when it's cold, the air's not, like, swamp cooler cold, because you've got a dehumidifier running, and the air purifier all working together in tandem, and you just take a breath, and it's like, oh, this is what fresh air is like? I can't even go up to the mountains to breathe that anymore.
Nice.
It's the smoke.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
smoke's
that-
been fucking crazy this year.
Fucking my kid this weekend was asking me why he couldn't see the mountains. I don't know if I told you this.
No, you did.
But just for stream's sake, I told him it's because the world is fucking on fire. And he just looked confused at me, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, the planet's on fire. he just, like, had to sit, he literally, like, one of the few times I've ever seen that kid, like, sit down, shut up, and think about what was just spoken to him.
Yeah. He's truly contemplating the danger.
Yeah. All I can think of now is that stupid Bill Nye the Science Guy fucking video that he did where he was like, the planet is on fucking fire. I had no problem explaining global warming to you when you were kids.
What the fuck happened? Yeah.
Ugh. So, weekend's almost over. You ready for Monday?
No, because I know I get to have a fun meeting with my CEO tomorrow.
Or was he gonna pass you that ball again?
God. That shit was not fucking fun. No, but moreover, someone tried to break into an ATM
Oh shit.
last week, and they
Gotta
got
be able to find some intel.
they got a
around
new
here.
ATM, but they wanted me to go put a new lock. In fact, the same lock that was on the old ATM, because they were unsuccessful, but they damaged the ATM badly enough that it needed to be replaced. So they replaced it. We took the new lock off of it and went to go put the old lock on. Trouble is, when I went to go you're supposed to do 3 tests to verify that it opens and closes as it should before you latch it closed for good.
Everybody hold up. We
Because
got hostiles in the area.
If you don't test it and you just latch it closed, if it doesn't open, that's a safe you gotta drill. And considering that this new ATM they have has a glass relocker on it, I wasn't really feeling like drilling jack shit. So I go to do the first of the 3 test opens, and the bolt moves
All right, we're all
about
clear.
like a quarter of an inch. I'm like, that's not good, because it's not opening far enough to allow it to open. So I ask for a second code. They give me second code, and same thing. It only moves about that far. Now, what I suspected was that
We got
A,
Onidad coming in.
the lock was more damaged than I had previously thought. So maybe it wasn't quite lifting the weight that it should have been. Then it occurred to me, the second thing,
Should be okay now.
that these locks are electronic and aren't really meant to be lifting a whole lot of weight in the first place. So maybe
We got
with
Tango's
the
danger
extra
close. We got a Sicario near the helipad.
Wait.
See?
I'm running the wrong way around this camp. Well, let's see how this goes. Probably poorly.
Fuck it.
So
Fucking send it.
I'm thinking, these are not designed to lift this kind of weight, but maybe an undamaged lock will be able to do it.
Yeah.
So, in the good spirit of things, I go back to the shop, I get a second lock, and I put that on there, and it lifts about 1/8 of an inch. Like, that's good. That's kosher. That's what we want. So then I talked to my CEO about it, like, hey, these electronic locks aren't lifting the weight, because not only does it have to lift the bolt out of the way, with the way this ATM is set up, it's having to lift all of the components of the glass relocker out of the way.
Yeah.
And as far as these electronic locks are concerned, they're jammed and are failing to open. Whereas the lock that was on there originally is a manual turn bolt, where you physically turn the bolt to lift the components of the glass relocker.
Yeah.
It's not a motor that does it.
Yeah.
So we end up putting that one back on. But the problem is, and why I can't say specifically which branch, not that I would anyway,
Yeah.
right now it just has the default code to open it.
Yeah.
The one that came from the factory. That being the case, they haven't put any money in it and won't put any money in it until we initialize them on the lock. Trouble is, I've added us into a lock. I've never had to initialize one with a master file. So I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do that, but I get to figure that out come
Monday.
tomorrow. But I get to talk to my CEO about how he wants to go about doing that, sort of how we're going to tackle it, what he knows about it more than I do, which, given my previous experience with him, is not much. There's a lot of figuring things out as I go in my job. Which sounds more horrifying than it is, but...
Yeah. See, tomorrow I have 6 scheduled appointments,
Okay.
and if no one cancels or reschedules, then in between those appointments I need to make 19 phone calls. No. 10 phone calls. No. Wait. Yeah, 10 phone calls, I think. Did I'll have to double check. I might need to make more than 10. And at least 9 other things I gotta do with other people who send their cases to me.
Sounds like fun. F is for fire that burns down the whole town. U is for uranium. Oh. And it's for no survivors. Down here in the deep blue sea. Y'all remember when the Gulf of Mexico just caught fire out of nowhere a couple of weeks ago, and we were like, yeah, check it off the apocalypse list.
Everything's catching on fire.
I know.
California is losing its third or fourth city, I think.
Hell yeah. Dude, fuck California.
California, Nevada, New Mexico, and
I
Arizona
think
will
the
lose all
only
water.
reason I don't want cities in California to burn down is they all seem to be coming fucking here, and I'm not about it. We should
Destroy
build
their
a
home.
wall. I can't say that with a straight face, I'm sorry. We're almost to the Friendship Bridge. We're at 15 minutes. We're almost 15 minutes. I feel like we're doing a lot better.
It doesn't seem like you've gotten hung up as many times on other shit this time around.
Pretty clean.
We got Unidad coming in.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Okay, they can't
Spoke
see
too
us.
soon. Sub-hour run?
Maybe.
All right, we're good.
Let's see how things go on the Friendship Bridge. No.
Just fucking
I did not come this far to be run over.
Just gets fucking yeeted. Yoted.
Yoke.
Yeet. Yoked. Yeet. The gamer version of Live, Laugh, Love. Sometimes the Lord yeeteth. Sometimes the Lord yateth. So you've seen Meat Canyon, right?
I'm familiar with the channel. I've seen a couple of their animations. A lot of their stuff just strikes me as sort of adolescent shock humor.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Some of the jokes in there are pretty decent though. Like fucking Dave. The Markiplier one especially got me.
I enjoyed the Markiplier one.
Especially the fact that Mark took it in stride and reposted it himself, and not only that, but quoted the fucking video. Like, a line that's near the end, so you know he watched the full fucking thing.
Gotcha.
Glory comes in such heaviness.
So I don't know if I've explained my social battery to you.
Yeah.
I feel like, and for the viewers at home, I'm pretty introverted, all things considered.
Yeah.
But I can be extroverted for periods of time, but it drains my social battery. So if my social battery gets too low, then I'm less tolerant and less responsive to social situations.
Yeah.
And usually try to do whatever I can to either get some peace and quiet or just get out of the situation in general.
Yeah.
Well, I love watching Mark's content, but I genuinely feel like if I were to spend time around Markiplier, that he would be the sort of individual who would drain my social battery faster than, say, like, just being around other people.
Yeah.
Like, he seems like a great guy. I've got nothing against him. I don't think I would ever want to, like, hang out with him.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I don't know. I'd like to think that I don't drain your social battery that much, judging by the fact that we had a Metal Gear Solid 4 stream that lasted, like, 9-ish hours.
You don't. And I find out real fucking quick whether someone does drain my battery or not.
Yeah.
There are some people who charge my battery, actually.
Yeah.
Incoming Unidad patrol.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you're stuck. You're stuck.
Yeah,
Jump.
I'm gonna...
Hey.
Well, I gotta hang out. There's the Unidad.
Oh. Uh-oh. We're gonna run. Sub-hour run. Makes me want to cry. Anyways, there are people who charge your battery.
Yeah, there are a couple who charge my battery who
Hey,
aren't
good.
in my life anymore. And while I am ultimately sad about that, I understand that those friendships had to end for the reasons that they had to end.
Some things are for the better.
Unfortunately, but ultimately it's just the right thing.
But yeah. Oh. I too have a social, like, that's the thing, like, I used to be very extroverted,
Sure.
due to circumstances, which I'm pretty sure you know all about, just on my side of the spectrum instead of yours. I know a bit about your side of things, and I've shared quite a bit about my side of things.
Right.
Throughout the numerous streams we've done. And that,
We got Onidad
I just
coming
kind
in.
of like, because that's the thing, I kind of picked some things that I really wanted to take away from the, like, aftermath, and be like, no, these are the things I'm going to focus on. And a lot of the time, it's more of like,
Okay, we're cool.
I always second guess whether sometimes the timing is right to pursue some of those
Sure.
friendships, which is why, only like as of the past few months, because I told you before that I was wanting to kind of like start this kind of a friendship up much earlier,
Right.
but I didn't know how to tackle it, or I didn't feel like it was the right time, or this or that, you know, because I guess with friendships, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want to be that supportive friend, or the very inclusive one that's like always like inviting, like, hey, do this, do that. You
Right.
know what I mean? Inviting people. And that is very fucking draining on me.
Sure.
But I guess I feel a sense of guilt if I don't uphold that end. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when I go into friendships, I have to treat it a certain way. And I kind of gauge friendships based off of, like, give and take.
Sure.
Obviously, I'm not going to give everyone all of my social battery if they're not going to return that usage of social battery up, I guess is a good way to put it. Does that make any sense?
No,
Am I
totally.
speaking fucking gibberish?
No,
Okay.
I'm following you.
And going by that, I've narrowed down a lot of friendships. Like, I wouldn't say I'm not friends with some of the
Unidad
people.
patrol's
It's
approaching.
just more or less that I've come to
Oh, God.
accept that they're just acquaintances and not really friends.
Right.
They're just friends of friends, or friends by circumstance, rather
Oh God,
than
he's
a
coming this way.
friendship
Of course he is.
that I
Damn, you're
cultivate.
giving yourself away.
Oh God, this is not. You're not having the luck on this run. Did you take like a? Are you on a different path by any chance?
No, I'm on that same road.
Same route?
What's different about this one is it's daytime.
Oh yeah.
We're normally at night through this area.
Well, I guess
We
we
got some
kind of know,
Unidad coming in.
but yeah. and
God, there's
so-
way more fucking Unidad patrols during the day.
Fuck. To be an extra. I guess you have to be extra careful.
Yeah, that's sort of why I'm hugging these rocks in general, because if nothing else, I can
Oh,
just
good.
flee into the underbrush, as
Yeah.
I've been doing. I just hate having my eyes glued to the minimap,
Yeah.
because if my eyes are glued to the minimap, I stop noticing the little rocks that I'm running into. And if I only pay attention to the little rocks I'm running into, the only warning I have of the Unidad or other patrols is, like, my teammates, and sometimes they don't give enough. Especially
like
if
a
I'm
notice. Yeah.
in an open area like this, which I want to get through as fast as fucking possible.
Yeah, because you still got a ways before you break off from the river, don't you?
Yep, so usually around, I think, like 18 kilometers at the bend, it sort of breaks off into the farmland, and I'm good up through the mountain and the farmland, and, you know, across that whole stretch.
We'll see how daytime treats it, though. Because, well, about how many hours of sunlight would you say you have left?
Depends, because I don't
how
know
much
if it's
time?
I don't know if it's morning or not. Let's see. That's east, so southeast, give or take. No, southwest. So the sun's
Yeah, it's just-
setting.
The sun is setting. Okay. So you're approaching nighttime. So you probably the rest of the run, once the sun sets, will probably be about the same as it has been.
Well, maybe, but I
Maybe.
think night will last longer into the salt flats.
True. 'Cause it's usually dawn by the time you get there.
Yeah, by the
Wait,
time I
which-
get to the top of the mountain going down into...
Which means that you've been making him run for days.
Yeah.
A full straight 24 hours.
Uh-huh. No, the PT I've put this guy through is insane, and I'm very sorry.
Can you imagine doing
got
this
hot
run 3 times consecutively at this point? This is the third attempt, right?
Sure.
We made the first one. There was another one that we kind of stopped midway through, but if we discount that one, the run after that was the last one we just did, which ended right as we were there.
Yep.
And now we're doing it again. This is like the third day in a row that he has...
Plus you recovered
run.
from all those gunshot wounds.
Mm-hmm. Jesus fuck. This is like one of those like fucking alpha memes at this point. We turned him into the Chad Soyjack.
One piece of advice I will give you
Yeah.
that I have found super helpful in my friendships and just my life in general.
Yeah.
Because I fully get where you're coming from, where you want to be the one to like reach out to the people, you know, make sure you're sending them memes, but not reaching out so often that you seem needy. It's kind of you're trying to teeter that line effectively. And
I'm not playing that game with you as a heads up. I'm just sending you memes because I see a meme. I think
dude,
of you. It
and-
makes me laugh and I send it to you.
and fucking
We're
do it.
past that point. We're
Right.
past that point.
But I have some friends that I'm like that with. And
Yeah.
ultimately the piece of the thing that I end up getting hung up on, whether I like it or not, is this notion of, you know, yes, I'm always sending the first text, like in a conversation. Sure, they'll respond, or sometimes they won't.
Look alive. We got company.
But
Heads up,
ultimately,
Narco with a submachine gun
Where you got him?
by the
you know,
checkpoint.
I sort of mark myself as the one initiating conversation, and I always get that inkling feeling in the back of my head that says something to the effect of like, you know, why aren't they the ones reaching out?
Oh, I get that thought a lot.
And what I've found to be helpful in that regard is this concept that when
We're good to go.
the oxygen gets cut off in an airplane
Yeah.
and the masks come down, they're very clear about the instructions that you are to affix your own mask
We've got enemy
first
activity nearby.
before you help anyone else out.
Oh yeah.
And I've taken that and tried to apply it to my
Should be okay
friendships
now.
and my social relationships. Is I make sure I'm good. Because if I'm having thoughts like that, then maybe I'm not good.
Yeah. No, yeah, I completely get that. Usually, there are stages for me in friendships. Like, okay, there are, in my opinion, there are stages where maybe I'm not good, but I sort of need that distraction for myself. Does that make any sense?
Totally.
Like, either the time of the year be bad, you know, things, anniversary of
Yeah,
things.
seasonal depression is real.
That and just other... I've been through a lot of events in my life. There are certain days that you just can't forget.
Oh, dude, August is a fucking, as
Oh,
I've said,
fucking hate this
hard,
goddamn month.
hard month for me. But we're almost through it, and I'm, you know, I feel like I've handled it well.
Yeah, same. But usually August and like beginning of the year are like the worst months for me. I hate those. Like the January, February, March kind of months,
Yeah.
and then August. Those are like the 4 worst months in the entire fucking year. I don't care what anyone says. Fight me in the comments. But no, and generally, with the way I work is, if it's a friendship I'm trying to cultivate, I will generally put that friendship on the back burner if I'm going through, you know, my usual motions
Sure.
of like issues and shit. Versus if it's a friendship that I've already had cultivated, depending on the type of friendship it is, depends on how much contact I keep with that person.
Right.
Right? So, like, I have friends that I will, no matter what kind of state I'm in, may just have a normal conversation with, because at a certain point it becomes more of getting out of my own headspace and being able to talk to people.
Right.
And, like, not think about the current bullshit storm that I may be going through at whatever time of day that is. But, yeah. So, and then usually when I'm in a better place is when I'll try to do shit like that. But at the same time, it's kind conflicting war of thoughts because at one hand it's like part of me wants to just be that friend for everyone, but I also realize that I am one person and I do not have any sort of abilities to do any of that shit.
Totally.
I never realized how fucking awesome of a view your window has.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time I'm here, I always just look out that window and it's like, god damn, that is one sick ass view.
Dude, and especially as night descends and the city lights up, at first I thought I was gonna hate like the glow of the city, but it's grown on me.
Yeah. Give it a few years, ends up moving to like the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Oh, dude, I like a cabin in Midway is my fucking dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I love going up to. Occasionally, I'll do dinner up there for different things, and
Yeah.
like one of my favorite.
Oh, shit.
God! One of my favorite dinners that I had up there a couple of weeks ago was when it was just fucking pouring rain.
Oh, yeah.
It was just dumping, and
Yeah.
then afterwards, just how quiet everything was. Dude, I was speechless. Because it's not even, like, there's the kind of quiet where you can, and I have tinnitus, so heads up.
Yeah.
The kind of quiet where you can hear the ringing in your ears.
Yeah.
But then there's the kind of quiet that's just calm. And it's like...
And it was that kind of quiet.
Yeah, because there's, like... The best times I've experienced that is in either, like... right after a dense, heavy rainfall, where my ears are kind of used to the pitter-patter of the rain, and the absence of it doesn't leave me with the ringing in my ears.
Yeah.
Or when it's just lightly snowing, and I'm just, like, in the middle of a forest. Like on a hike or something, and it's just silent.
Have you... Okay, so question.
Sure.
'Cause you might enjoy Death Stranding. I know that's a very polarizing game for a lot of people.
I wanted to pick it up. I just don't have a PlayStation.
I own it. Maybe we'll stream it.
Sure.
I'd love to get your reactions to it. It's
Yeah,
one of
and
those games you experience. It's hard to, in my opinion, it's hard to pick up a second time because it's like a really fucking philosophical movie.
Sure.
You kind of like experience it and you kind of think about the commentary because that's kind of like what Kojima was going for with it.
Totally.
And it's just a very interesting kind of like, I don't know, just kind of like one of those things that really makes you think, or like it's one of those games where you end up enjoying the scenery even with the very tense moments it can provide. Of like, I can't kill these enemies, otherwise a nuke will fucking go off in about 5 minutes. Because the whole premise of the game is, I don't know how much you've looked into it.
A little bit.
A little bit. Basically, it's Rona at the beginning of April.
Okay.
Is the best way I can think of to put it. Except
Fair
for
enough.
everything kind of runs on delivery services, right? But the rain in the world it's called timefall, which makes you age at a rapid rate.
And anything it touches, right?
Exactly, yes. And so you play one of the very few delivery men willing to take on the sacrifice of bandits, hijacking materials, and even just kind of like the BTs, the monsters, and just be able to deliver packages to people from place to place, delivering something, taking something from one farm and delivering it to a facility or whatnot.
Sure.
Thing is, game's fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
No,
gorgeous.
everything I've seen, it's just stunning.
Because, like, when you play the game, at launch, there was nothing built. No one had made anything. Maybe a few signs, maybe small structures. But, like, there was nothing. And if you disconnect the game from the internet, you really can start with nothing. It's just like this.
Right.
There's mountains, regions, there's rocky, there's plains, there's a diverse area for like each different biome, right? There's like a deserty biome, there's mountainous, there's a lush green field, there's a fucking a snowy mountainous region, there's just regular mountainous regions. And my favorite areas in the game is there's one person you end up doing deliveries for who lives alone in a mansion on top of a snowy mountain. And ever since then, like, just being inside the building, getting to look through this wall of glass, because at that point there's nothing really to worry about. The home is plenty defended itself.
Sure.
Right? There's no home security.
You're secure, right?
They're secure, so that way they can have kind of like this. They have like this little breaker room between like where they live and kind of like where the front office is, where like you deliver things.
Yeah.
And it's just this open, vast room with nothing but like snow and mountains, and it's just absolutely beautiful. You get some really insane fucking scenery in that game.
Hell yeah.
Now, I know it's polarizing. Some people don't like playing fucking Amazon Prime delivery service simulator.
So one of the major complaints I heard from different individuals about it is, quote, it's a walking simulator. And I sort of shrugged that commentary off because from everything I looked into on Hideo, that seems like what he set out to make. So that's what the game is intended to be.
Yes and no. Yes, because at the beginning with no roads, it is a bit of it's a hiking simulator, right? You're
Sure.
hiking, you're delivering packages. But your focus is not just the walk. The game has a balance mechanic where you have to keep yourself balanced. Your gear degrades in the rain. Your packages do as well. And so it's more or less, okay, here are some things that I can bring along with me. Obviously, you need some weapons. You just can't go out without a weapon. Some way to defend yourself. I mean, you can if you really want to, but you're going to need extra gear for that because you're going to be damaging your gear.
Sure.
I always brought a spare pair of boots with me in case my current boots got destroyed, depending on how long of a walk it was. I played the game as the type to generally I would have one gun for dealing with humans and one weapon for dealing with the monsters.
Okay. Good way to harbor it.
Yeah. So that way, because I generally was the type I would play to avoid any and all sort of conflict that I can.
Right.
So that way I could just focus on the world around me and really take in what this game was set out
We got
to be.
tangos. Danger close.
It's an inventory management game. I mean, pretty much.
Yep.
There is a lot to it. Like, sometimes you need to cross through a river.
Good to go.
Did you pack any ladders or bridges? Do you have the materials to make it? Are you going to try to swim across? Do you want to go around? You know what I mean? It's one of those really open games where you can decide. You can kind of weigh your options. Like, if you have the materials, do I want to use my one and only ladder? Or do I want to use my one of how many ever you pack to cross this place?
Sure.
Am I going to have to pass through a mountain? Is it worth it to save the ladder to go up the mountain? Or do I use it now? You can also pick things up as you go, but if you leave stuff there, other people can also use it as well.
Yeah.
So, say if someone went on that same path that I'm going, right? I can follow their footsteps a little bit, follow their same path. They could also leave me a sign saying, hey, there's a bunch of enemies up ahead. You can go either the long way or make sure you're on. There's things that you can do to, like, you get, like, bionic, like, leg assist things to help you, like, either move faster, hike, oh shit.
Hold up. They're gonna see you.
How about a no? But yeah, no, it's one of those, it's minimal HUD kind of games.
Okay.
It's more of just a peaceful, how well do you have your gear balanced? Do you auto-sort it for the best optimal way, or do you want to sort it yourself, you know? There's a lot to manage in it, and it's just I don't know, the realistic aspect of it that I really appreciated. Of, like, how much can your character carry? Do you have anything that'll help you carry? Stuff like that.
Right.
And at some point you do get roads. And if everyone chips in and helps expand the roads, you know, boom. You can create a highway to every single city. On the highways you can, say, bust out your motorcycle or your truck and just drive through. But you also have to maintain those roads, just like your gear.
Right.
They degrade, and if they degrade too much, they just disappear. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to play on stream now. See your reaction to it.
I'd love to check it out. game that I was told was just a walking simulator into a void, and I ended up picking up for free because Epic... Say what you will about Epic Games, but them offering, like, genuinely good games for free
Yeah.
for a long while, and even, like, still now doing it, was fucking amazing of them. And I picked up Abzu,
Okay. Yeah.
which I thought... I mean, look at me. I'm a bear with thalassophobia. Any game where you're swimming for extended periods of time really don't seem like they'd be my bread and butter.
Yeah.
That being said, I fucking loved Subnautica because it petrified me. But my inner, like, Raven was like, ooh, check this out, pick up this thing. Ooh, you know, let's go into this cave. Let's explore this. Ah, scary monster. Okay. Serotonin release as I escape.
Yeah.
You know, it was very much that kind of experience for me.
We got a comment from Fusin about Death Stranding.
Oh,
He
boy.
said, I don't hate on the game, but to play the other side, I felt the budget went to the parts of the game that showed up in the trailers to make it look interesting and dark. It's peaceful, though.
Which I agree. I do feel like some of the trailers did do a very good job of selling the game for as it was. So I do agree, because that was one of Ayala's big complaints with it, is that she feels like the trailers were very misleading. That it was kind of leading into more of a dark horror game rather than a peaceful kind of like game that it is.
All right, we're all clear.
So no, I completely understand that sentiment. I do. Usually when people complain about the game, I try to listen to what they say, and it usually all stems from everybody kind of interpreted the trailers to be more of like oh, this is going to be like a horror game, like what PT was supposed to be. But it's going to be dialed back a bit. But it's still going to be like a dark horror-esque kind of game. You know, with very tense moments. And there can be tense moments, but nowhere near as much as what the trailers did make it out to be. So, yeah, I do give it that. But if you go into the game, like, knowing what to expect, it's a lot easier to enjoy. Like, if you didn't get hyped from the trailers and hear what the game is about, and you go into it fully expecting what it's going to be, then it can be very enjoyable.
When I remember chatting with Katie when those first... Oh, God, that was close. When the trailers first started coming out for Death Stranding, and we went frame by frame through a lot of those trailers, trying to figure out and kind of piece together what the story was going to be. And then we were planning on getting a PlayStation 5, or PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And then our relationship just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
I'm being reductive for the sake of comedy. There's a lot more going into that.
Oh, yeah. But, you know. Yeah, I mean... Oh, yeah, let's, we'll play it on Twitch after we finish Metal Gear Solid 4. I want to finish Metal Gear Solid 4 first.
Certainly.
Because I am having way too much fun with that series.
As am I.
And it is doing wonders for my fucking Twitch channel.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. For as much as hate as that game gets, it gets a lot of fucking views.
Well, and so what I was going to say, too, is obviously this will probably be the last time I end up doing this speed run. Like, we did it for the meme. We're set to do, if I don't fuck it up, we're set to do a sub 1 hour.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll approach this one again.
Yeah.
Next time you want to come over, let me know, and that's a convoy. And I'll let you play through Abzu if you haven't played through it yet.
I've seen it played, but I haven't played it myself.
It's relatively short, and
Yeah.
it's good. I did a recording with one of my other ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going this way. Good. Delicious. Thanks. This is just what I wanted.
But yeah. Yeah, no, I'd be down to try Abzu.
But yeah, I did a, not a stream, but I did a playthrough and a recording with her, and it, didn't turn out as quality as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And B, I don't know how she would feel about me, publishing that video now. So, I deleted the original recording, so now I can't do anything with it if I wanted to.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, Fusin. We got 2 comments. A Japanese horror game I recommend that is definitely Kojima's inspired. Kojima inspired is Sonic Adventure 2. Welcome to Common
Already on my list to play, buddy.
Oh, I cannot wait till you start streaming that. Oh, I cannot wait. Is that what's up next on the list, on the agenda? Are you going to do a Let's Play series of it, or are you going to stream it?
I think I might stream it and then string that together into kind of a Let's Play.
Yeah.
I'm also tempted to invite Fusin over and have him sit with me through
God,
it.
Please.
We'll see how that plays out.
Please do. I would love to see that.
But yeah, as far as games I'm actively looking to play on stream, that one's probably next.
Please, if you decide to stream it, like how you played the clip at the beginning, can you just take a segment of this, fast forward it as much as possible, and include my fucking butchered Sonic 2 Adventure 2 opening song cover in it, please? Just the bits I was singing of it. Just throw it together.
Sniper,
Just
top
to
of the
really,
tower.
top the cake off with a nice little.
Yeah, he's not looking my way.
Yeah.
I killed him last time, and I think that might have been bad juju for the run.
Photoshop a Sonic hat on him.
So what I actually kind of want to do, and I'll talk about it a little bit, for the stream thumbnail, because obviously I did like the run for this.
Yeah.
I have the Darth designer sent me
I got
his
Sicario over here,
kind
next to the container. See?
Lego
Uh-huh.
so that I could do the instructions for it. And I did the instructions for it, but I still have the model. I want to paint it blue, and then do my bear flying out of the side of it like Sonic does in the beginning.
With a little fucking makeshift
All clear.
snowboard thing.
Out of the fucking rotor.
God, please.
Yes, so
Please.
that is what I want to do for the thumbnail for that stream.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have yet to put it together, but that's the plan at the moment.
Fucking Christ. I cannot wait. This cannot happen soon enough.
I know. Also, we've had 0 dropped frames. I'm very impressed with my setup. Jared, Sean, you guys did a good job. I appreciate you.
Oh, are they the ones that built your PC?
They're the ones that built it, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were such gamers about it too, because I don't have it here, but I had my old gaming laptop,
Yeah, I remember.
and the thing was 7 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
So it ran Siege barely. It barely ran Siege.
Yeah.
It would chug doing Minecraft. It was kind of bad.
Yeah.
And forget trying to record anything. If I tried to record anything, it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So-
My PC doesn't like me trying to stream fucking Siege. It does not like it at all.
Right. That being said, I pop into work one morning, and Sean is the one who, if I recall correctly, guided me over to his van and was like, "Hey, here you go." And Jared came up along with it, and they had collaborated behind my back using what we will affectionately refer to as apprehended materials from our
As a hospital
workplace
area.
Eyes on 2 and I got
in
soldiers.
order to compile this PC for me. Plus some stuff they bought, from my understanding. So as to what they put in it, no idea. I'm not as big on the specs.
We're good to go.
My shit just runs good, and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's all you care about.
That's
at the
all
end
I
of the
care
day.
about. And I appreciate them. You guys, I'm being serious. You guys were absolute gamers about it, and I appreciate it. Yeah, maybe after Sonic Adventure, which is probably going to be a long one, much to my chagrin.
Oh yeah.
I might do the Fallout. I might do 1 or 2 different Fallout New Vegas ones that I've been wanting to do for a while.
Yeah.
The first one being the aforementioned, what was it? Genocide run.
Yeah.
Permadeath. The second one being a mod called Dust.
Dust. That sounds very familiar.
It is a horror survival mod.
Okay.
And it completely changes how Fallout New Vegas
Fusin
works.
says warm fuzzies, by the way.
Aw, yay.
But yeah, so our next stream, week from today,
Yeah.
or Monday? Was it Monday? We said for the 6th.
I think that's Monday.
Labor Day.
Yeah, September 6th. And
Do you have Labor Day off? I should have clarified. You requested it off. That's right.
Well, so I was going to talk to you about that, actually.
Uh-oh.
I requested it off, and it was approved. And then a company text went out that said, hey, everyone, we're closed on Labor Day, the 6th.
Okay.
So I would have had it off either way, but
yeah.
that would probably be why it was approved.
Probably, as they were probably like, God damn it.
Just wait. We're gonna give it to you off anyways. Another comment from Fusin. It was my pleasure. That video card stuck with me through thick and thin.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of games
I
we're
love
gonna
me
be
some
playing.
sloppy seconds video cards.
Oh my god. So yeah, I guess we could talk about it in this stream.
Sure.
So if anyone in the chat wants to catch it, we'll be streaming again on the 6th on my Twitch, sadcrispiboi. We're gonna play a mixture of games. We're gonna be playing 3 games. The third one is still undecided because I'm an indecisive bitch. We're gonna start off with Berserk Band of the Hawk on PlayStation 4. We're gonna play through a bit of that in kind of memory of Kentaro Miura due to his passing, and prep for his final chapter he ever did, coming out on the 10th of September. It's gonna be his like send-off chapter, and
We got some
they're gonna
Uni
announce
Dad
what they're
coming
gonna do
in.
with the series, whether his assistants are gonna continue it or not. If you don't care about Berserk, whatever. Still,
Sure.
I'm
No,
gonna play that.
tune in
This
anyway.
is
We're
kind of
gonna,
like a
we're gonna have a time.
a memorial for him.
Sure.
Gonna have the time talk about Berserk. The game covers a surprisingly large amount, more than any anime or movie ever
I
did.
think we're all clear now.
And then after we play a bit of that, we're gonna play some Metal Gear Solid 4 again, because I've been having so much goddamn fun playing that game.
And as have I. That's been a hoot. I want to sit down and salvage like what recordings I can and do
sorry.
the. No, you're good, man. I know the audio
that
issues
is
happen.
Like, oh, you have no idea how bad that sits in my gut. That, you know what I mean? Because I was so proud of those videos, and I'm glad our audio comes through mostly fine.
Totally. Unidad.
Unidad, trouble
Unidad.
project.
Ooh, but the game audio being fucky, it just leaves me with a bad taste, and it
No,
makes me very upset because I was really, really proud of those streams.
No, fully
Unidad
understood,
burger
man. And,
stay
and what
down.
kills me too is like I was listening in with the
Heads up.
Bluetooth,
Got an Unidad
you know,
controller
for parts of it, just to like the original openings to verify that our audio and the game audio was coming through fine.
Yeah.
I had no indication that certain parts of the game were
Okay.
not coming through fine because cutscene dialogue, spotless, absolutely fine. Gunfire and anything louder or not, you know, in sync with voices, even Otacon especially, like in the, you know, don't use the MGL video.
Yeah, he comes through,
He
but
comes
it
through-
sounds like it's trying to edit out the music.
A little,
Or like any
Bit.
background noise for the game.
and I'm not sure why, but we
It was OBS.
It was 100% OBS.
and sure, but even like what would cause OBS to do that? Because and what's weird for me, when it comes to fucking with OBS, I've always had video issues. Video issues are the bane of my existence.
The difference is Streamlabs.
Enemy activity nearby.
Streamlabs isn't perfect. Alright? Streamlabs has issues. That is one of the biggest known issues for Streamlabs. Is that sort of weird audio shit.
Well, that was messy as shit.
That is what I found buckets and buckets of Reddit threads, fact forums of people commenting, talking about how to try to fix it. And with my new setup, I don't care as much because I personally feel like Isla did a sugary substances on Twitter. Did my fucking or not Twitter? Well, Twitter and Twitch. Did my fucking the layout for it, and I love how it looks.
Go follow
It
her
looks
stuff.
great.
It's bomb.
Yes, she's a sassy woman who will eat you alive. That's my favorite thing about her. Best wife ever. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Just kick my ass. But yeah, no. The new setup is I got so frustrated with it that one day that I was just ready to just call it good forever.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was just getting to that point where I was just. It was like I wanted this to be fun, and I'm having a headache.
Right.
And now I'm getting extremely unhappy with everything I'm putting out, and it's making me very upset. But she was able to get it fixed and working for me, thank God. So now we'll continue streaming. But, because my only qualms with streaming is, I have one requisite, well, two, technically, that I have fun, and that it comes through. Like, all the sound, all the video comes through.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be fucking 4K 60 FPS.
Oh no, dude, we're streaming at 30 FPS on this.
Yeah.
I think that's why my OBS plays so nice. Is yes, the game doesn't look as smooth on between the two monitors, but it's running and everything. You know, we have 0 drop frames still.
Yeah.
It's all getting through just fine.
Yeah.
That's all I ask for.
Yeah, and that's, at the end of the day, all you really can ask for. And so that's all I want out of my streams. And the fact that I was struggling to get even that was just driving me up a fucking wall. Hell yeah. It's a gamer move. But, no,
Looks
and
good.
it
on.
sucks because a lot of the content we got out of those... Boy, how many times have we streamed Metal Gear Solid 4? 3 times now?
3, 4 times now, yeah.
Yeah, quite a few times now, and every single stream, maybe not 100% of the time was it always great, but there's always fucking great clips out of each and every
Sure.
single
No,
stream.
little moments that are just fucking fantastic.
Yeah, and just
all
getting-
surrounding the MGL.
Don't use the fucking
MGL.
MGL.
Dave, do I have to tell you? Yes, you do. Thunk, laughter, pause. Wait. What?
Immense disbelief for the next
that
3 minutes.
Killed me, dude. Like that was the like I don't fake laugh. Like if I ever do a
that
fake
was
laugh,
true fucking
people
laughter.
will know. That was the laugh of a deranged hyena. Like that's just what it brought out of my guts.
Yeah. Fucking the only other time, because you were at work when I was playing the Zelda randomizer, and I
Yeah.
uttered the words "man seed," and you just lost your fucking mind. I caught Ayala saying that the other day, and I lost my shit because I'm like, "Beb, don't say that." And she's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Man seed," and she's like,
Man
"Oh, shut up!"
seed.
And I just laughed.
What again? So like to your credit, you didn't
Roger, let me
really
get a
think about it
sight line.
either.
Yeah.
And the only reason I had even thought about it
Let me get in position.
was due
Ready to
to the fact that I write erotica on the side.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Target is down.
Target down.
Keep moving.
Way over here.
Are they down?
Down.
Hurry.
I'm going.
Are we gonna get sub-hour?
Shift to when we get there. Fucking hell.
Come on.
Dive. Yeah! So we beat an hour by a pretty good margin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, that's better.
What are you gonna do if this speedrun picks up?
I don't know. I really don't
Are
know.
you just gonna if someone comes along and gets I don't know, say 20
Well, 'cause-
seconds above you and it starts getting a leaderboard?
So here's the problem, and I'm going to set the controller down while we talk about this. So, Ghost Recon Wildlands was received pretty well,
Yeah.
which spawned Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Yeah.
It added a lot of shit that Wildlands didn't have. It added rocket launchers, it added grenade launchers, it added a lot more tech gear and stuff
Yeah.
that this game could have been built around. The problem was it was dog shit implementation.
Yeah.
And Breakpoint was received as just a genuinely worse game.
Yeah.
Partially because it was made by an entirely different studio. If I recall, the same studio that did The Division. So, Breakpoint plays a lot more like The Division,
Yeah.
and it's not great.
Okay. As someone who didn't play much of The Division and really only played it to fuck around and find out, I trust me, in that game I fucked around and I definitely found out. But I had fun with it, you know? Even by myself, I still had fun just fucking around, you know, finding out.
Tink,
Oh yeah, I gotta
tink. There we go.
tweet this out.
The helo's done.
Ah, bitch. We're clear.
So, I also tweet whenever either of us go live because Dave is a shithead.
Doesn't have social media.
You do, you
I
just
mean,
don't
well-
fucking use it, you shithead.
I promoted this on Instagram. I tagged everything, and I got a bot that commented on it, so that was fun.
Yeah.
All right. 50 cent. Wow. Seriously, thank you everyone for joining. I think we're gonna call it there because we've been streaming for almost 4 hours now. Well, 4 hours including the little intro bit. So yeah, that's a pretty good sized stream.
You're gonna upload the VOD, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah. So the thing I like about YouTube is it uploads the VOD automatically.
Okay.
The only reason I ever take them down is if I need to edit something, like when it fucking doxed one of my friends.
Yeah.
That was not fucking cool.
This channel name, how you spell it, right? Is it capital B?
Yeah, it's capital B.
Is it the underscore or no underscore?
Underscore is fine.
Okay.
If they can't find it with the underscore, then I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because I've looked around, and the only other things that are Kodiak Bricks related are, I think there's like a Kodiak Bricks in Alaska that's like a masonry company, and they're in Alaska. But those were the only other ones I could find. It used to be Sleepy Kodiak, but I sort of drifted away from that name. Not that it's inaccurate, just I feel like Kodiak Bricks is more indicative of me.
Yeah.
And hence why I say I make stuff at the beginning, because I do gaming content, I make Lego creations, some incredibly, just truly, genuinely cursed shit. Yeah, I make stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
So, but yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call it there. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and yeah, I don't think I'll be streaming this Tuesday, but next Sunday for sure. If not, stream here. You can find me on sadcrispiboi channel over on Twitch. I will go ahead and boop.
What's the time? 50. Okay, cool. 57, 21, 86.
Here we are.